Welcome back to PCM 2024 for REMBE Pro Cycling once again. And yes, you're seeing that right, I'm standing up for once. Believe it or not, I've got legs. That is so silly. Our last episode was actually pretty successful. 2 stage wins at Paris-Nice, Lewis Bauer and Louis Joe Lures, and next to that, a podium in the GC. But today we've got no stage races on the menu, just one-day races, starting off with Nokere Koerse. Actually quite a tough parkour, completely flat but lots of cobbles. Teutenberg with 72 cobble and 76 sprint is obviously gonna be our man. And great news, our entire team is having a fitness peak, so great form all round. Despite that, we're not even on the favorites list, but I bet we can do better than a top 10 here. Let's get started. Wait a second, Mr. Teutenberg. What is this? A -1 on the day? Where's your fitness peak, buddy? The rest of the team is looking good though. +2 on Herzog, so 75 cobble. +3 on Ballerstedt, 75 cobble as well. Alvarez with a +2, that means 74 cobble. Fitzke with a +3, 75 cobble. So we've got 3 potential leaders. Herzog, Ballerstedt and Fitzke. Most likely Ballerstedt actually. With about 40 kilometers to go, we have everything under control. Our entire team at the front of the peloton. Scott now leading the charge and our energy is still looking splendid. Oh, we've got some moves in the peloton. Johan Jacobs, Touzé, Rijsberg and so forth. Jacob Scott can try and control that. Maybe I might attack myself, but I'm not sure because both Ballerstedt and Alvarez have 76 sprint, which is competitive in the sprint. That being said, looking at the final kilometers, there's a bit of a downhill into a cobble sector on Nokere, so I think I need to launch early. The last rider of the breakaway has been caught and it's now sprint train time because sprint trains are lined up across the road and we've got a sprint train, but our energy is kind of half yellow bars, so it's not ideal either. Oh my god, people are launching left and right. Herzog, no, Alvarez, please don't say you've waited with him. Oh my god. Alvarez, you are waiting with a guy that has a puncture. Why does this keep happening to me? And how did this happen? Teutenberg and Ballerstedt are now gapped by the front group at the same time as that happening. So I'm now trying to get myself back to the front. We were looking so good and now we're looking so bad. Okay, 6k to go. We have gotten back to the group. That is good, but I gotta make my way to the front very fast now. Teutenberg, come on. Ballerstedt in the wheel. Alvarez in your wheel. Get to the front of the group, my friend. Almost back. Come on. Now we're not making it. We're not making this. There's just no way we're making this. Ballerstedt, you're my leader, Ballerstedt. You should not be the one pacing right now. Ballerstedt in the wheel of Alvarez. Alvarez to the front. Come on. Bring our man to the front. 94, 95. Come on. Get Ballerstedt to the front. Come on. Almost there. Last 2 kilometers. 99 with Alvarez. Try and get past on the side. Yes. Ballerstedt can launch early. Come on. It wasn't early enough, I think. I don't think it was early enough. Fredheim versus Wadensjold versus Turgi. We're gonna finish 4th with Ballerstedt. And I should have launched even earlier than the early launch I did. Like, in real life, this is a fantastic finish. Nokere an uphill sprint with Merlier, Philipsen and so forth, but in game, it's kind of a stupid finish. Anyway, the main reason we lost was that mechanical of Herzog losing 2 of our riders in the process, but hey, we got 4th in the end, not terrible. But before we continue, this video is brought to you by Soko. Simply said, they offer quality cycling clothing for an affordable price. But that's not the only thing they have in store. They've also got a lifestyle collection, basically regular clothing. Time for a short unboxing. First of all, they're joggers. It's called Blackberry. I've got them for £21, so let's try them on. Well, they surely look pretty good. There we go. I'm liking it, that's for sure. Next to that, I also got myself a long sleeve t-shirt called Tattoo. Let's take a look, shall we? It's got nice prints on it, so that's the reason I chose it, to be honest. Let's get the packaging out of here and let's show you. There we go. That looks fire. And the back of it looks even more fire. Yes, sir, I am liking those, that's for sure. Anyway, if you want to get yourself some cycling clothing or regular clothing from Sirocco, in the description below, there's a link to get 10% off the already discounted prices on the Sirocco website. Go check out Sirocco. On to our next race then, Bredene Koksijde Classic, more of a sprint classic with less cobbles. Mes Pedersen is the favorite, Tim Merlier is also here, and Hector Alvarez has the most chance of our team according to the game. On paper against Tim Merlier in the sprint, we don't have a big chance of winning the race, so I'm trying to get in the breakaway with Paul Fitzke as a bit of a backup. When it comes to daily form in the peloton, we have Teutenberg with 77 sprint, we have Alvarez with 76 sprint, and Ballerstedt with 76 as well, so it's probably gonna be Teutenberg. We have made it into the breakaway, but it's only 8 riders. I was hoping for something like 14, 15, because then the break actually has a chance. With 8, I don't believe in it too much. Oh my god, my watch is telling me that I'm in a stressful period right now. Hoo-hoo! High stress has drained your battery. Take time to relax. I'm sorry guys, I'm playing Pro Cycling Manager. This game is clearly not good for my heart. Anyway, Fitzke and the breakaway have been caught. Our sprint train is still doing well, but there's riders attacking left and right, which They're not gonna get away, guys. We've got so many riders ready to hunt you down. 6k to go. Herzog is done for, so Stammler can take over on 99. There we go. Herzog, get out of the way, my friend. Get fully out of the way. Teutenberg, Energy Shell, not yet, not yet, not yet. Maybe right now. There we go. Balderstedt in the wheel of Stammler, looking perfect right now. Last 3.5 kilometers. Balderstedt can take over Stammler out of the wheel. Alvarez looking good as well. Come on. We've got this. We've got this. We're going to cook one up. I can feel it. Last 2 kilometers. I'm going to go with Alvarez right now and launch a sprint with him. Teutenberg can launch before this corner. Come on, come on, come on. 2 riders sprinting. Alvarez and Teutenberg. No one can beat us here. No one can beat us. It's going to be a 1-2. Who's going to win though? It's going to be Hector Alvarez. The game was right. He's better than Teutenberg. Then again, Alvarez only won because I failed to launch Teutenberg early enough, but hey, I've got nothing to do with this. There's our man Hector Alvarez on the podium. Is this his first victory for the team? It might be. Yes, sir, the first victory of a wonderful career, getting second at these Spanish NCs last year, and now Bredene Koksijde. And next to first and second, also fourth with Balderstedt, so team domination. Although I must say that sprint felt a bit too easy. Let's take a look at our scouting for a second. Hola, Kevin Fröhlich has 17 stamina, that's quite good. Let's investigate this man more. Who knows, might be a monster time trialist. The rest of these riders seem to be pretty terrible though. Oh snap, it's time. Our first monument of this series, Milano-Sanremo, is coming. That being said, I don't know what variant of Milano-Sanremo this is because we've got a climb before Turquino. That's usually not the case in MSR. We've got a sprinting option in Teutenberg, but he might not survive the Poggio. With 75 hill, Brenner is our best puncher, but he does not have the sprint. Balderstedt with 72 hill, 74 sprint, and Stammler with 72 hill and 73 sprint are the in-between options. Meanwhile, Alvarez has the sprint stat, but not necessarily the hill stat. And Henry Johannes Appelbaum is here from the original REMBE Pro Cycling team to start our first monument, because why not? He's a proper domestique for this. But important to note, I don't know who our leader is, so that will depend on daily form. Unfortunately, Teutenberg and Alvarez both with a 0 day, which means that they get +1 on sprint, but nothing on their hill stat, so they're not more versatile. But Herzog, that is pretty good though. 71 sprint on the day, 75 hill stat. Stammler has a +3, so 75 hill stat and 76 sprint. And lastly, Marco Brenner, 77 hill and 68 sprint stat. So I reckon it's either Brenner or Stammler for us. Just imagine how crazy it would be if we can do this. Winning Milano-Sanremo with Yannick Stammler. So yeah, let's give it a try. With about 40 kilometers to go, the 2 big climbs are done for, so only the Cipressa and the Poggio left. So my team's at the front of the peloton. Appelbaum is getting some water because we gotta stay hydrated. Yes, I've changed. And hopefully Stammler can actually deliver here. Teutenberg in his wheel just in case he can't survive, but Stammler and Brenner are my focus here. Oh, we have an attack before the Cipressa. Polet attack towards the breakaway rider Laurence, and there are now 2 riders up front. Alvarez is pacing in the peloton to keep myself to the front. Bit of a bold move, but he's anticipating the Cipressa, so might not be a bad idea. Loads of others are trying to attack as well. Covilli, Pinarello, Dainese, Kemna Johannesson, Mes Pedersen trying to move up. We are trying to keep ourselves near the front. Halfway to Cipressa looking perfect right now. Our team at the front, setting the tempo. Nothing too crazy. Little Trek also just trying to keep themselves to the front. No one attacking on the climb, so that's fine for me. And the Cipressa is over, so next up is the Poggio. Come on, come on, come on. Let's bring Stammler this victory. Come on. Another attack by UAE. Nils Polit once again attacking before the Poggio this time around, so he's trying to get ahead before every climb, but we ain't letting him. Oh, an attack by Mes Pedersen before the Poggio. Evenepoel was following. That is odd. Balderstedt is the next one to strike because Alvarez is basically done for. I don't want to spend them completely though, so let's do it on 90. But the washing machine effect is doing something because Teutenberg and Stammler were not in the wheel of Brenner. We're now on the Poggio, so let's do 95, something like that. Not 99. I don't want to spend all my energy yet. Let's take a look at this climb for a second. It's obviously not too steep, but I kind of want to set in an acceleration with Brenner and Stammler before the top. Maybe losing the wheel with Teutenberg. That's kind of the vibe I'm feeling. So let's try and set that up. Halfway the climb. Don't want to launch yet. Balderstedt is done for. 4 riders left. Come on, come on, come on. Now is the time, right? Now is the time, I think. Teutenberg can sit up. And Herzog can launch. There we go. We're off for 3 riders. Let's keep going on 99 with Herzog. And let's try and follow with Brenner and with Stammler in the wheel. Come on, come on, come on, Herzog. Come on, Herzog. In the peloton behind, we've got who pacing? It is Paleni. Groupama is pacing for Olaf Koy. Forgot he was there. Brenner can take over. from Herzog over the top. Herzog can try and follow the wheel of Stammle instead. Come on, Brenner. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Last 6 kilometers, last 6 kilometers. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Teamwork, guys, teamwork, guys. Brenner can keep going. Herzog back in the wheel. They're back in my wheel. They're back in my wheel. We try to attack with Brenner now. We try to attack with Brenner now. Herzog has lost the wheel, so let's have him lose the wheel. And let's try and get to the wheel of Mohoric instead, who's trying to close that down. Brenner tries to get away. Come on, Brenner. Come on, Brenner. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Last 3.5 kilometers. Give it your everything, my friend. Give it your everything. We can win a monument. Come on, Brenner. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Herzog in the wheel here. We've got Turner going, Bajoli in the wheel of that. Come on. I will need to launch. Not yet. Let's do 99 on Herzog. Let's try and lead it out here. If we don't win, I'm going to be so sad. Brenner is pacing, sprinting, whatever. Stammle sprinting. I'm bringing back the rest myself. This was not smart. Henry Ulich. Not Henry Ulich. No, not him. Anyone but him. Henry. No. Milano-Sanremo, Victor. Henry Ulich. We get 4th and 6th. No! Ever since I refused to sign him, he's been winning races left and right against me. And now he wins Milano-Sanremo against me. That being said, massive props to Niels Pollitt, who attacked twice before the Cipressa, before the Poggio, and somehow still finished second. But what a shame, man. We were so close. We had Brenner up there, and then we tried setting up a lead out behind. If we did not set up that lead out, would we have won with Brenner? I don't know. Oh my god, I can't believe Henry Ulich won Milano-Sanremo. Went from friend of the channel to massive enemy in the series, but hey man, congratulations. 4th, 6th and 7th. This is a race I want to win in this series. I'm gonna send this result to Henry. He needs to see this. Let's see what he responds. Anyway, our next race will also have a pretty explosive ending, a sprint classic, so Classic Brugge-De Panne, I'm coming for you. We're doing so with Tim Thorn Teutenberg and Niklas Behrens, but Behrens is not in a fitness peak, so it's most likely gonna be Teutenberg. Actually, not a bad day for Behrens, +2 so 77 sprint, and Teutenberg +2 so 78 sprint. Still Teutenberg leader. 10 kilometers to go, we've got some moves on the left side of the road. Søren Warenskjold decides to attack for some reason. Nihus can take over from Rotman on, let's say 95, not 99 yet, actually. We can do 99 on Nihus because we got loads of riders here. So let's do exactly that. Bores can take over on 99 after him. Let's put everyone on 99. Bores is done for. Stammle time. There we go. Ooh, Bores blocks his own train. Did not like that. Leidert in the wheel of Stammle. Our train is looking good actually. Leidert with 80 flat. So this man should be able to cook pretty soon once Stammle is done for. Right, let's do it right now already. There we go. And is Jalon Teutenberg a bit late? That is a bit of a bummer. Stammle out of the way. The other sprint trains are not beating us, that's for sure. Behrens in the wheel of Leidert. Behrens can launch right now before this corner. Teutenberg in the wheel. Let's launch right now. That's an easy win. That's an easy win, right? A 1-2? I feel like sprints are too easy now. Is that weird to say? I feel like I've won every sprint since the sprints were fixed. It feels like the actual races are fixed, as in someone actually paying my competitors to let me win, because it's going so easily. Anyway, another 1-2. Teutenberg, Behrens ahead of Wout van Aert, Vernon van Uden, and so forth. And actually, this is a World Tour race, so this is on the level of our Bemerside Classics victory. Pretty successful episode so far, that's for sure. But the next race is not just a sprint classic, it's an actual cobble classic, a proper one. E3 Harelbeke, or as it's known now, the E3 Saxo Classic. Mathieu van der Poel, Mes Pedersen, Stuyven Laporte, no Wout van Aert apparently, so he chose to do Brugge-De Panne over this somehow. But it looks like Teutenberg and Alvarez are the only two riders left in their fitness peak at our team, which is a bit of a bummer. Teutenberg with 72 cobbles, so he'll need a +3 or a +2 for us to be competitive here. And even then, with 74-75 cobble, we can't win this race. So I think I'll go in the breakaway. Okay, Alvarez, let's pause it for a second. Alvarez with a +1 on cobble, Fitzke with a +3, so Fitzke in the breakaway is what I'm choosing. There we go. Let's follow Kroon's attack. Ooh, for 6-rider breakaway, that's a lot less than I hoped for. Alex Segaard, Page, Kroon, Vandenberg, and Battistella together with Fitzke. I was hoping for 10-15 riders. But there's still hope that halfway the race, some people try to bridge to the breakaway and then a larger breakaway exists. That being said, in the peloton, 74 cobble on Teutenberg for today, 77 sprint, so it won't be easy to compete, but at least we've got okay stats. Oh no, I did something very stupid. I kept Fitzke on 85 relay, and he just kept pacing in the breakaway and then dropped himself. So he's now got to drop back to the peloton. That is so incredibly dumb. This race has been a train wreck so far. Anyway, 70k to go. The break is 2 minutes ahead. 5 riders are left over after Fietske dropped out. And we've got our entire team keeping Teutenberg at the front right now. Actually, there's a split in the peloton. 22 riders in the group of REMBE right now. And we are closing down the breakaway as we speak with Lewis Leidert. Fietske is basically done for. So 4 riders left and Teutenberg is one of them. But sadly, Mathieu van der Poel and Mes Pedersen are as well. Next up is the Paterberg, so I'm trying to get to the front of the group because the tempo has gone up here. Let's do 95 with Leidert. Move up on the left side of the road into the turn. We've got Mosca and Pietrobon for Little Trek still at the front. We've got Capio taking over. We need to get to the top of this one. What a climb, man, the Paterberg. How beautiful. Leidert tries to follow Lascano, who's making a move, but I don't feel like I'm the one that needs to close that, so let's let Alpecin do that. That being said, the Oude Quaremont is coming, so let's get ourselves to the front again right now on 95 to make sure we have the best possible position here, and I don't think I should be pacing with Leidert on this segment because I want someone with a better cobble stat to do that, so Ballerstedt can go 95-ish. Mathieu van der Poel is gonna fly past, I can feel it. Yeah. He's gonna try and do that. 99 Ballerstedt. Follow your previous teammate. Lascano is stronger than us. We're gonna have to go 99 on Stamler with Ballerstedt maybe protecting him, something like that. Leidert can try and follow Teutenberg. Can we get over this climb in the fast group? Bit of a gap. Stamler tries to close it. There's a gap. Motorbikes closed it for us somehow. I literally think the motorbikes blocked these riders, but I'm not complaining. Ooh, an attack by Mathieu van der Poel, Pedersen, Lascano and Van Tricht are trying to follow. I'm also in the wheel with Stamle and with Teutenberg. Ballerstedt is close but is not in the wheel. Come on, man. All the major obstacles are gone, so it's only... Is this the Tichenberg? I think it is, I'm not sure. Van der Poel still has a gap, but Del Grosso is trying to close it for Visma Leasebike. Do I need to close it myself? I feel like I need to close it myself on the climb to make sure he doesn't get away. Let's do 99. There we go, to the wheel, and we are with Mathieu van der Poel. Are we? I'm not sure. We're not really, so that's not fantastic. Did I blow myself with Stamle there? That's a bit of a bummer. Last 27 kilometers. I'm going to sit up in the group and try and recover. We've got Del Grosso trying to pace for Laporte, Hagenes, and so forth. Group of 37. Molano, Van Dijk. This is an attack of multiple teams, so I got to be ready, but it's kind of Alpecin's to solve, so I'll take my hands off the pedals right now. I'll see what Alpecin does, and Alpecin tries to close that with Vermeersch, and they close the attack, so that's nice. Like, I am in a very difficult position now with Teutenberg alone in a group of 29, so I'm depending on other teams controlling all the attacks, and I'll just sit up and hope, you know? Let's try and get to the wheel of Mathieu van der Poel and sit in that wheel, but my yellow bar energy is not too bright, so let's hope no one attacks. Come on, Van der Poel, bring me back to the front, Van der Poel. Van der Poel? Don't get gapped, my friend. Don't get gapped, Mathieu. Lots of people attacking, including Mathieu van der Poel. I'm going to try and drop back towards Pedersen's wheel to not use too much energy while his attack is ongoing. There we go, in the wheel of Pedersen right now. Lost a bit of red bar energy there. Do I go for Pedersen or do I go for Van der Poel? I don't know. I'm going with Pedersen, I think. Energy gel. Come on, Teutenberg. Come on, Teutenberg. Pedersen. Bring me a hell of a race, my friend. Bring me a hell of a race. Last 3.5 kilometers. Stuyven is going. Pedersen in the wheel of Van der Poel. Last 3 kilometers. Come on, Teutenberg. Come on, Teutenberg. Come on, Teutenberg. 2.5 kilometers. In the wheel of Pedersen. This is looking good. Last 2 kilometers. In the wheel of Van der Poel now. There we go. Last 1.8. Pedersen's gonna launch pretty soon. We will launch almost. Not yet. Right now, Teutenberg. Right now. Left side of the road. Come on. Out of energy, so we did the best we could. Søren Warenskjold beats both Van der Poel and Pedersen, so not the right wheel in the end, but fourth is a solid result. Actually, fuck that, it's more than solid. Getting a top 5 in Adrie Harelbeke with a guy that's 72 cobble, that's great. Especially when it's behind Mathieu van der Poel and Mes Pedersen, of course. Oh no, Henry Ulich has responded. Let's take a look. You can lose every race, but not Sanremo and PCM. Come on, Benji. Laughing emoji. And then by an amateur like me. Come on, you're better than an amateur. Get out of here. Anyway, our last race for today is Gent-Wevelgem, the Echelon edition. Wout van Aert, Mes Pedersen, this time no Mathieu van der Poel, which to be honest, I'm not complaining about. Our team is the usual with Tim Teutenberg most likely as our leader. Ooh, that's nice. +2 with Teutenberg at 75 cobble, but I want someone in the breakaway. Maybe Fietske again? Now that's what I call a breakaway. 11 riders, Paul Fietske in it, Norsgaard, Vergaarde, Scott, not Jake Scott. We've got R. Scott, Ridley Scott, the guy that made Gladiator. We've got Walsh, Conforti, Touzé, De Lettre, Nieuwenhuis, Segaard, and Clément Davy. So, what a breakaway. Let's hope this one sticks a long time. And let's hope we keep Fitzke in it this time around. Now, before the race started, I spoke about echelons, and it could be like that, to be honest. Loads of wind zones in the race before the hill zone, and a few after the hill zone. So, let's see what the other teams do. I'll play relatively conservatively for now. There is a team pulling hard at the front of the peloton in the echelon zone. It's UAE, and some splits have happened in the peloton. A group of 78, then all lined out, and then one rider, and then another group of 20. We've got another group of 55 behind that. Lots of echelons are happening. And the best part is we're just trying to chill in the peloton, trying to spend as little energy as possible. First echelon zone is coming to an end, but it looks like the peloton has somewhat come back together. Let's see what the second echelon zone does. The longest one of the day. Like, I know that a lot of you might want me to explode the race right now during these echelons, but I want to keep my riders in the peloton for the hill zone, and afterwards maybe on the last two echelon segments, maybe try something there. 78 kilometers to go onto the Belvedere side of the Kemmelberg. There we go. I don't think anything's gonna happen here, so keeping my riders to the front is the most important part. And we are already on top. I can assure you, in real life, this climb's a lot harder. And actually, if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will climb that side of the Kemmelberg early next year, I promise. Ooh, a bit of a bummer. I neglected Fitzke in the breakaway, and he's dropped from the first group in the breakaway despite being one of the stronger riders and about to be caught by the peloton. So let's just drop him back and use him as a domestique from now on. Entering the second part of the hill zone soon, so let's try and get my guys in a bit of a train formation. Oh snap, the big guns are attacking with 50 kilometers to go before that hill zone. Leidert in the peloton trying to control that, so come on Leidert, you can beat Wout van Aert and Mess Pedersen easily. Wout van Aert and Pedersen are topping this climb in the breakaway now, have caught up with that breakaway. We are getting over the top with Leidert about a minute behind, so we're not in an ideal position, but we're not lost yet. Fitzke with a puncture on this climb, he's in Narnia, so I don't expect him to come back. I swear Fitzke went from super useful in this race in the breakaway to completely useless in like 20 minutes. Onto the Banenberg, we are closing it down. Looks like the red bar of every single rider is starting to reduce, or at least the maximum of the red bar, but Alvarez has closed down Wout van Aert and Pedersen, so that's honestly ideal. Let's go down to 75 over the top of the Banenberg and get ready for the final climb, which is the Kemmelberg again, I think. This time from the other side, the Ossuaire side, in my opinion, a harder side. You're gonna need to get me 5,000 likes for me to try that one. So, 28 kilometers to go, and let's take a look at the damage. Alvarez is basically done for, so it's time for Bredene to take over on 65. We don't have that much energy on our rider, so that is not ideal. Swift is done for, Rex is done for, Echelon Zone is starting. Wind is only 21 right now, so I don't think I can split the peloton in that yet. Not that I've got the energy to do that in the first place. That being said, the group is only 32 people, and there's not too many teammates for each rider, so we have to keep that in mind. Second Echelon Zone has started, Mohoric has attacked, and I don't know, Laporte didn't look too bright, he's done for. Van Aert has to do it himself right now, which I'm okay with. Behrens in the wheel of him. There we go. Let's try and take care of that. Pedersen in the wheel of Wout van Aert. What if I do this? What if I bring Behrens into the attack and Teutenberg sits in the wheel of Wout van Aert? Like that. Behrens 99 across. Is this stupid? Perhaps. There we go. Teutenberg in the wheel of Wout van Aert. What is happening here? They closed that down, so that did not work. Another move on the left side of the road. Johnny Vermeer, Lascano, Pedersen, Wout van Aert trying to close that. I'm just trying to follow the group. Oh my god, I'm gonna get destroyed here. I should have been in the wheel of that. I lost a bit of energy on Behrens there. That was not very smart. Can I just sit in the wheel of someone? Maybe Wout van Aert? Nope, because he's attacking. Laporte was trying to follow that move for some reason. Come on, I just gotta stay in this group somehow. Last 7 kilometers. Wout van Aert is done for. Wout van Aert is completely done for. We gotta keep that in mind. Pedersen looks to be the one with energy in this group. Last 6 kilometers right now. I'm going to the wheel of Pedersen. Someone has to close that, right? Van Poppel, Turner, and Van Aert. Pedersen's trying to do something. Michael Bjerg to the front. No one has energy. I don't think many people have energy here. Last 4 kilometers. I'm gonna have to close that myself, I think. I don't want to do that. Sit in the wheel of Pedersen, come on. Please, Pedersen, have some energy. No, he doesn't. What What am I doing? What am I doing? What can I do? I'm not in the group that I need to be in. Pedersen, please have something left. Please have something, Pedersen. I won't be able to do this. I won't be able to do this. Wout van Aert is done for. In the wheel of Pedersen. Teutenberg tries to come around. Teutenberg tries to come around. No. Mess Pedersen dominates. He destroys everyone. Wout van Aert in second, we finished top 10, but I was hoping for a little bit more. In the end, 6th at Gent-Wevelgem, but holy shit, that was a really stressful race. Yeah, I probably could have played it better, but in the end, I'm okay with the result. Especially because in today's episode, we were competitive even in the biggest races, winning Classic Brugge-De Panne and Bredene Koksijde. And honestly, almost winning our first monument, Milano-Sanremo, it was within reach. Next time, we're gonna ride our second and third monument, starting off with Dwars door Vlaanderen, but also Indurain and Ronde van Vlaanderen, and the month after that we have Scheldeprijs and Paris-Roubaix. That being said, RVV and Roubaix are probably out of our league, but we'll try nonetheless. But for now, as always, thank you for watching, thanks to REMBE for sponsoring this series, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!